not.
All right, we must say a very big thank you to Dr. Bade Ojo, a political scientist who joined us from Ibadan in Oyo State to look at some of the relevant issues that should be addressed as Nigerians go to poll on Saturday. But we'll be going to Abeokuta in a bit. We have Dr. Babtunde Ipaye, the Deputy Director General of the APM. Good morning to you, Dr. Ipaye. Many thanks for joining us on Galaxy today as we look at issues ahead the governorship pose. Let's look specifically in Ogun State. What are your major concerns that you think should be looked into to prevent recurrence as Ogun residents go to polls come Saturday?
I didn't hear your question.
It's the question so you can hear me clearly. I asked what your major concerns or fears are as Ogun residents go to poll vis-a-vis what INEC should be doing come March 9.
Thank you for bringing me onto this platform. The major concern generally is just about security, how we ensure as a state and as people that the sanctity of the electoral process is guaranteed, and that the people who will be mobilized to perform their civic duty do that in a secure and environment. And so, largely, I will appeal to those in charge of the security apparatus that will manage the security of the election to be up and doing, to be preemptive, and make sure that they are available at the polling units as early as possible on time. And of course, for our people to conduct themselves in a very orderly manner, and that voting should not be seen as a do or die. Serving people should also not be seen as a do or die. And of course, our political competitor to see this as a process that will culminate in our service to the people, and that you are not going to serve people at all costs or by force. So once we conduct ourselves in a manner that is civil enough within a democratic process, and we also ensure that the security men and women, up and doing, demand their positions well, and they are able to take action promptly where necessary. I do not expect anything ugly to happen in the course of our electioneering process in Ogun State.
Specifically, some issues that have arisen from Ogun State, what with the suspension of the governor, Senator Amosun, specifically for anti-party activities, for fronting specifically your party, the APM. What is the pulse of the resident in Ogun State with his suspension, and what is the APM doing really? What are the chances really as you guys go to polls on Saturday?
Well, let me start by saying that APM is a party that was launched on 2nd of January 2019, just barely 2 months ago. It's a party that has won a House of Representatives, almost won the Senate, and did fairly well across the Central District in the last election. And you know that APM is a child of necessity that was born out of APC in Ogun State. And so 80% of those who voted APC in the last election will probably vote APM on Saturday. As for the suspension, if you look at APC constitution, you see that that suspension does not conform with the laid down process by which a party member in APC can be suspended. So it's a nullity from the start. It's not going to pass the scrutiny of the law. And the governor is not perturbed because he's a goal-getter. And if you are somebody who's a strategist within the Nigerian, I would say, democratic process. You are going to be focused on the goal. So the goal for now is to ensure that our candidate wins the election, and the distraction from the national headquarters of APC will not be a serious consideration for us as a party. Because the governor said it clearly, even when President was seated, that APM is a party that was, or a platform that was adopted to fight imposition from the national headquarters of APC. And Ogun State and Ogun people will speak on Saturday. And that voice will resonate at the national headquarters of APC. And of course, as one family, we'll go back to our home where we truly belong after the election.
Okay, saying that there was a bit of, I don't know if I should call it a fight, or more like there was a bit of disagreement during the presidential election when he came visiting Ogun State, and then of course we know what went down there. Now, do you not think that people of Ogun State might be a bit confused when it comes to the Guber polls this Saturday, saying that your governor, on the other hand, is endorsing someone from APM, and then of course APC, on the other hand, the PDP? Do you now see a kind of violence happening this Saturday?
Clearly. Immediately after the presidential election, the governor moved into APM. And so the governor and many of us who are part of government are in APM for now. It's a political reengineering that brings collaboration for specific election. And so you recall that APM, as a party in Ogun State, adopted President Buhari as our presidential candidate, and we voted massively for the president in Ogun State, and President won. And let me tell you something, the flag bearers of APC know that 80% of the results that brought in were votes that was cast by members of APM. So there's no confusion in it. The governor was so explicit. He said, I am now APM until after March 9th, 2019. And so just wait post March 9th, then governor goes back to his party APC.
All right, Dr. Ipaye, we'll come back to you in a bit, but want to get reactions now from Tunde Oladunjoye, who is with us here in the studios. He is the Publicity Secretary of the Ogun APC Caretaker Committee. You've heard Dr. Ipaye, what he's said concerning the APC-APM dichotomy, if I may say.
You can see that actually it's very funny. Ipaye is my very good friend and brother. Okay. But he just said what he has to say. Okay. But I don't know if you understood the implication of what he has just said on national TV, that after the national election, the governor has left APC for APM. That is news to us, because even the last time we checked, the governor was still seeing himself as APC senator-elect. Okay. But if the Director General of Campaign of APM, Dr. Babtunde Ipaye, is now telling us that the governor has left APC for APM, that means he has not, that means maybe he should not even have been suspended because he's no longer in our party. That is one for the record. Secondly, it is very clear, the confusion generated by Governor Amosun in the last election led to 41,000 voided votes in Ogun State. Apart from APC, all other political parties in Ogun State, including APM, did not get votes that were up to the voided votes. ADC, African Democratic Congress, got 25,000 votes all over, put together in the state. APM got 23,000 votes put together in Ogun State, and we had 41,000 voided votes. So the confusion is raging, but we are now coming up to say, educate our people the more. We are also going to have some leeway in the governorship, because the number of candidates will also be reduced, you know, and people are not being educated. You don't need to use your thumb, you can use this kind of finger to vote and things like that. What we are asking for is simple. Let Ogun State people, Ogun State registered voters, workers, labor union, and let them decide who becomes the next governor in the state. It is not for a governor to impose his will on the people, because the worst political insult I got came from the governor when we met at the government house, and he started calling us Ogun East. So I'm from Ogun East, where the deputy governorship candidate of APM is from, who is also serving commissioner for agriculture. And the governor called us, Ogun East, where is Ogun East? Come Ogun East. And we rushed to him, and he said, hey, please don't be annoyed, it's because of the time. This is your deputy governor, right there on our feet at his lawn tennis. Lawn tennis court. Politics about lobbying. Politics is not about lauding. For somebody like me and other political leaders, we never sat. We are not part of the decision. You know, say this deputy governor is our governor, is the deputy governor for representing our central district. While we are standing, no consultation. And when we had 40 slots, 40 elective offices, and the governor wrote all the names, and he didn't stop at that. He said, if you are not pleased, go and hang. That is not politics. That is tyranny. And people said, no, we have an alternative person. This is our candidate. So if the governor, as he is telling us that the governor has moved from APC to APM, it is good. We retrieve our mandate, because according to even up to the Supreme Court, it is not individuals that are voted for. It is party. And the person that won the Ogun Central Senatorial District election is APC. If the privileged winner or individual that was accorded that privilege in person of His Excellency Governor Amosun has now moved to APM, very easy, drop the ticket.
Okay, well, let's get reaction from Ogun State right now, because we are almost out of time. Dr. Ipaye, I'm sure you have followed this conversation. Please go ahead with your reactions.
I've listened to my dear friend. This is about the choices that Governor Amosun has made. And I was just quoting the governor what he said on the day he started campaigning for Honorable Akinlade. And the democratic process in Nigeria is about choices. Let me ask my brother, because we are brothers, and many of the pre-election issues, the issue of how the candidates emerge, they are come and gone. And then some of us have lived with the injustices everywhere, either from the national headquarters or whatever. I don't want to dwell into that. We have Saturday in front of us. The governor has made a choice. And then if anybody is not comfortable with that choice, I mean, there are legal processes to follow. And the governor has said that come Sunday, he's back in his party. And please, political association, it's a freedom, free exit, free entry. We were in various parties in the past. My brother was in PDP. I was in APA, DPA, before we all met in APC. There are members, there are people who contested under ADC and PDP in different senatorial elections in the last few days, who have also joined their own camp, and they are celebrating them. And those people, after Saturday, they go back to PDP or ADC or wherever they came from. And so when you have a constitution that guarantees freedom of association, the governor may decide to be APM today, and then if they are alive tomorrow and become APC or any other party. And you realize that even the president of the country...
Almost out of time. Let me just get one question in very quickly so we can just round off. So invariably, categorically, are you telling us that the governor of Ogun State, that Senator Ipaye Amosun, has officially left the APC for the APM, just judging by the fact that he just won under the platform of the APC?
When you use the word official, that question can only be answered by the governor, and those who parade themselves as the officers of APC, either at the state or national level, should bring out an official letter if there's any to that. But what I've just told you, that within political arrangements in Nigeria or anywhere in the world, there are a lot of possibility. It could be a collaboration, it could be an association, it could be a temporary networking, it could be a temporary arrangement. So whatever the governor has chosen to do with his personal choice, And anybody who has problem with that should just approach the court.
Dr. Babtunde Ipaye, that's as much as we can take from our end in Ogun State. But Dr. Babtunde Ipaye is the Deputy Director General of the APM. He joined us live from Abeokuta. Many thanks to everyone.